Recording live from Kami's spaceship, it's the Dragon Ball Z podcast with your hosts, Devin and Drew.
Live-ish.
We back.
Back again.
You excited?
About what?
Space, brother.
Going to space, dude.
We're going to get up in Kami spaceship. We're going to see the flat Earth.
Oh. I got a little less excited.
We'll have to bring cameras, bring back pictures for Eddie Bravo, and who's the guy? The flat Earth guy?
There's a guy? They have a guy?
The guy who's supposed to debate Neil Tyson, but Neil Tyson got scared.
I didn't know there was a guy.
Yeah, I forget. The YouTube guy.
The guy that was going to launch himself into space in a homemade rocket?
Ooh, no, but we can talk about this guy.
I think the government shut that down real quick.
I thought he actually did it, and he made it like 1,000 feet, and he got critically injured.
I mean, we can only hope.
Yes, but no, we go into space finally after a couple of setup episodes.
Need to get what's his name, Chris Hadfield, on the podcast.
Yeah, that NASA shill.
Yeah, so I can tell him, nice try, bud.
Not gonna fool me.
Oh man,
we know the moon doesn't exist. Piccolo blew it up.
That's true. He did. Speaking of Piccolo, this was a nothing episode.
Yeah, it was a nothing episode, but I still I didn't mind it. I still enjoyed it. I don't really know why.
It wasn't bad. It was just nothing happened. Yeah, aside from maybe the last 5-10 minutes, that was the only important part of the whole show.
Yeah, it's interesting how they managed to busy. There's been a few setup episodes, past couple, and they managed to keep it interesting while there's not a whole lot going on. Maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe I'm excited about starting the whole Namek thing. I know that for a fact, though, there's going to be a shit ton of filler, though, coming up that I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah, there's quite a few episodes. Fake Namek is not the most exciting thing in the world.
I'm hoping, even when they get to real Namek, I mean, there's quite a few episodes before we even get Frieza introduced and whatnot.
Yeah. But I think it's a lot like these episodes. I don't think there's ever any downtime where it's boring.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm hoping it's better than I remember.
Well,
I know it gets really good in the second half or the second act, but I just remember it started off slow. So I'm hoping it's just some interesting things that I didn't quite catch the first few watches.
Got to build it up.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right here, brother.
Should we get the show over the way?
What? The episode? Yeah. Let's make
Dragon Ball Z episode 38. Kickoff. Capsule Corp. Dr. Brief and a few of his fellow workers are busy repairing Kami's old spaceship. Dr. Brief spouts some science lingo Bulma doesn't understand, but tells him to just plug stuff in and hope it works.
Yeah, this opening scene really disappointed me, because I was hoping the whole Bulma being dumb thing was just a one-time thing with the episode, but it seems like Funimation is making it a trend here to just have her say ridiculously stupid shit, even though she's a genius scientist.
Yeah.
So obviously she doesn't say any of that stuff in the Japanese version, but I guess it's a trade-off. You have the Japanese version that's incredibly insulting to Popo, and then you have the Funimation version who redeems Popo, but at the same time they make Bulma seem like an idiot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I don't really quite understand.
We're on Team Bulma on this podcast.
That's true. Not that I dislike Popo or anything.
Yeah, but no, we're on Team Popo too, or at least I am. I don't know about you. You're a Popo hater.
I don't hate Popo.
I'm just kidding. But the actual conversation that Bulma and her dad have are pretty much. Her dad's like just astonished at the technology, and he's like, "Wow, to think this universe is so big, and there's someone out there that's even smarter than me." And Bulma just pretty much tells him we don't have time to be astonished by all this technology. We have to hurry up and get done so we can go to space.
Yeah. Lucky
Nothing
we don't.
about plug-in triangle plugs into square plugs.
Lucky we didn't get a. What is it? The Challenger spaceship that blew up.
Yeah, man. Then Goku would have had to learn how to instant transmission really quick then.
Yeah.
And would have had a lot more people to resurrect.
Did you like Dr. Brief's cat?
I'm not opposed to him. He's a front runner for anthropomorphic. Well, I don't know. He's not very anthropomorphic. He's kind of just a cat.
Yeah, he's just a cat.
So maybe we have to have a category for regular animals in the next award.
I mean, do you like how he just hangs out all the time?
Yeah, he's pretty funny. I like him.
His name is Scratch.
Scratch, like Trey Parker and Matt Stone's dog.
Is that the dog's name?
Yeah. Oh, Scratch here.
Right.
The dog that changes every episode.
Yeah.
I miss those fucking old VHS tapes.
It's a good gimmick.
It's an amazing gimmick.
Bulma is on the phone with Krillin, who is still at the hospital. Meanwhile, Chi-Chi peels an apple while Gohan reads about bugs.
Gohan misses Piccolo's sour apples.
Right.
He grew accustomed to them.
Krillin comes in to break the news to Goku and everyone else that Bulma has a ship. Then we see a green fox-looking thing being pushed around in a wheelchair.
I kind of missed that.
Another anthropomorphic animal.
What do you think happened to that fox?
I don't know.
It's interesting that he was green.
Yeah, if he's even a fox, he looked fox-like.
No, he's definitely a fox.
Huh. Okay, well, he's green, yeah. Maybe he has cancer.
That's sad.
Well, it's reality. Krillin and Goku are taking a nap, so Gohan grabs his shoes and leaves. Chi-Chi returns to find him missing and blames it on Goku and Krillin. Then we see that Gohan is hanging off the side of a hospital balcony, several stories up, doing pull-ups.
Hardcore parkour.
He almost falls. Yeah, then we see him walking along a balcony railing, watching too many of those Russian parkour videos.
Those things are scary, man. I can't watch that shit.
I hate those videos.
Me too. But I don't mind watching Gohan do it. It's pretty cool when he does it.
Chi-Chi comes up to the roof and finds Gohan. He says he came up to get some fresh air and read. And suddenly, Bulma, Popo, and everyone else are back. Bulma talks about the spaceship some and says they can leave within the next 5 days. Bulma assumes that Mr. Popo will be going with her to Namek, but Popo shuts that idea down real quick. Popo says that he can't abandon the lookout. So I guess we were kind of right in our assessment that...
Yeah, and this scene brought up an interesting point. It's more so in the Japanese version, but I didn't know that Bulma originally didn't even plan on going to Namek.
Is that meant?
They don't really mentioned it too much in the English version, but in the Japanese version, her plan was for Popo to go by himself.
Oh, of course. Slave Popo.
But then Popo's like, I can't go. And then they pretty much are like, you're the only one who really knows how to run the spaceship, so you have to go. And then Bulma gets mad, and then she's like, well, somebody's got to come with me. And I think that explains why she's so angry throughout the rest of the episode, because I don't think she wanted to go. But they don't really explain that in the English version, so it's confusing. She's just angry for no reason.
Yeah, we'll get to that, but yeah, it doesn't say anything like that, because the first mention we got is her saying that herself and Popo are going.
Yep,
so it was like she was going all along.
Yep, completely wrong. Funimationism.
Well, another trade-off, I guess.
Yep.
Bulma then asks who's going to make the trip with her. No one says anything. She says, I thought you guys were my friends. And then here we get my favorite shitrock line of the entire series. This is the line that I've... Yeah, this is the line that I've brought up numerous times in the past. Yajirobe says, I am your friend, but there's no way you're getting me in that tin can. To which Shitrock replies, yeah, like she was really hoping you'd go.
It's an okay line. I don't understand the build-up behind it.
Well, it's just... I guess it's just because of who says it, and you don't get a whole lot of sass from Shitrock.
I thought it was funnier when Roshi volunteered to go.
Oh, right.
He's like, two months of Bulma? Sign me up.
With his rapey face.
And then Bulma says something along the lines of, like, I'd fear for my life if I went on a 2-month trip with you.
Is that what she says in the subs?
She said something about it that would introduce even more danger.
Jesus.
Because the whole reason why she wants someone to go with her is to protect her from evil space alien monsters. But she pretty much alludes to Roshi being a predator.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he kind of is.
It's all in good fun.
Yeah, Roshi volunteers to go. Says 2 months alone with Bulma, sign me up. Goku can't go, so Bulma asks Krillin if he'll go. Krillin says he would like to, but he needs to train in case something happens. Goku tells Krillin that he has to go, so Krillin says okay. Why don't they just... Well, here, this is kind of explained later, I guess, but I figured what I wrote down is, why don't they just wait a couple of extra days and give Goku a sensu bean and then go? Like, I know it's an important trip and everything, but do they have to be in that such of a rush?
Yeah, as we come to find out, some of the characters just do not have any patience.
Yeah.
We gotta go right now, right now, right now.
But I guess in the long run, because then Goku got to train and get stronger. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to hang back on Earth in case some alien monsters come.
Gohan hesitantly says that he wants to go too. And then Goku, for some reason, looked angry when he said this. What was it?
Yeah, I think he's maybe jealous.
He just looks over at Gohan. He's like, grr.
Yeah, it's a weird look. Maybe he knows how Chi-Chi's going to react and he just doesn't want to deal with her bullshit right now.
Probably. Which, Chi-Chi tries to guilt trip Gohan into not going. Goku tells her to let him go. Chi-Chi yells a bunch. But I did think that Chi-Chi did make some good points here when she's telling Gohan to just be a normal child and don't throw his childhood away to play superhero.
Nah, the whole time I'm just thinking, where's Sean Connery when you need him?
No, because that's exactly what Gohan does. And you know what we end up with because of it? The Great Saiyaman.
It's true. That's what you
get adult
when you
Gohan playing dress up.
You tell your kids they can be whatever they want to be when they grow up. You get the Great Saiyaman.
So,
yeah, Sean Connery. I wish he was in this scene. Because women always need to have the last word. You give them the last word, but it's not enough. But yeah, so Chi-Chi's mad because she doesn't want Gohan to be gone for 2 months, and Krillin doesn't want to go because he wants to train for 2 months. They keep saying 2 months, but does nobody realize it takes a month to get there and a month to get back? So they're not even accounting for the time they're actually going to spend on Namek. Are they planning just doing a 1-day trip? Just going to find all the Dragon Balls
they
real
just
quick?
Go there and be like, oh, hey,
everything's going to be smooth.
Namekians, we have a Namekian on our planet too, but he's dead. Can we use your Dragon Balls?
Oh, by the way, we don't know how to speak your language other than commands to make our shit move.
Well, thankfully, Namekians speak English.
Yeah, quite conveniently.
Yeah. It's the universal language.
They speak English, but Popo can barely grasp the language.
Gohan yells back at Chi-Chi that he's going with Bulma and Krillin. Gohan talks about Green Daddy a bunch. Ox King tells Chi-Chi everything will be okay. Bulma says that she promises to keep an eye on Gohan at all times and that nothing will happen to him. Remember this line. Popo asks Bulma if she thinks she can learn Namekian in 5 days. She doesn't know, so she pushes it back to 10 days. Which brings me back. They're clearly not in that big of a rush if they're willing to wait an extra 5 days. But then again, it does take them a month to get to Namek, and Goku doesn't leave till after they're on Namek, so I guess it takes a whole month for Goku to get his health back. Or I guess it takes a month to grow a Senzu bean.
Exactly, yeah. Because he does end up leaving. Because the doctor told him 4 months, but he ends up leaving early because of the Senzu bean.
Yeah. And he goes like straight to Capsule Corp and gets a spaceship.
Is that what he ended up doing? Grandpa Bulma ended up, or Doctor, what's his name? Dr. Brief?
Yeah.
Made him a spaceship.
Yep.
That dude is smart cookie.
He is. Also, why doesn't Bulma just make like a book, like a Namekian dictionary with definitions and pronunciations?
Well, I don't think she has time for that, but she does pretty much does.
She's got time to learn the language, though?
No, she doesn't learn. I think that's just a Funimationism. All she really did in those 10 days, I think, was enter like a translator into her ship with like the basic things she needs to know to like get there. Yeah. She didn't really learn Namekian.
Or she could have just had Popo speak Namekian and explain everything and just record it.
Well, that's what she did, but with a computer.
Right.
Like we get to it. I don't know how the English version went. I wasn't really paying attention, but in the Japanese version, like Popo's like reading her words. Like this word means this word, and then she types it in the computer. And then boom.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. She just translated pretty much the Namekian to English. But I just question if I guess this was the easiest method, but I don't know. But even when they do leave, she's still speaking Namekian.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Namekian words still work, but if she said them in English, it would probably work too. Well, I don't know how she like programmed the translation or whatever, but
well, anyway, jump to the future, and Bulma and Popo are in the spaceship programming the voice command input and translating everything. A bunch of dumb science stuff.
Stupid science bitches.
Back at the hospital, Krillin gets his bandages removed. Doctor says he's all good to go. Chi-Chi brushes Gohan's hair. Then we get a really strange scene. Gohan walks over to Goku and just blankly stares at him while Goku gives him an angry face.
Poor Gohan.
Goku puts his hands up and tells Gohan to punch it. Some kind of test. Jump 10 days into the future. Everyone is meeting at Kame House. Krillin and Roshi are examining the spaceship. Krillin has some concerns with the size of it. Decent. Commander Bulma has a spacesuit on.
Yeah, this whole discussion that Krillin and Bulma have about like the spaceship size, and Bulma's yelling at Krillin for a bunch of shit, and like in the Japanese version, the whole conversation is about like just their spacesuits.
Yeah, and that was only like one line.
Yeah, it was one line, but literally the whole conversation was just about spacesuits. Because I think like Bulma's like, we're going to space. What the fuck are you doing with a baseball cap and a t-shirt on?
Well, as we see, Krillin asks if he needs a spacesuit because he says he doesn't have one. I think he's jelly. I would be.
And then that one line where Krillin asks for a spacesuit is like the one line where in the Japanese version where they're not talking about spacesuits. And you want to know what Krillin really asks, Bulma?
What?
He asks if he should bring an umbrella because they don't know what the weather on Namek is going to be like.
I mean, it's not the worst idea.
It's close to it though.
They also don't even know if they can breathe the atmosphere.
I like Krillin's hat, man.
I like his jacket.
I like his hat, even though who wears a hat that says their name on it, but
Krillin does.
It is a cool hat. I looked it up. You can buy it online.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I would totally rock that hat.
I like his jacket. It's like a Kame House Letterman jacket.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. It's got
It's
like the rocking the colors and everything.
Yeah, symbols and pretty cool.
Yeah. And Bulma's like had like 4 different hairstyles in the past like 3 episodes.
Yeah. 2 just in this, well, like 3 just in this episode.
Yeah.
Gohan arrives with his 400 pounds of luggage. Ice King says he hopes they have enough room. Do you think Ice King could fit in that spaceship?
Yeah, but nobody else would be able to fit.
Do you think Nappa could fit in it?
Yes, of course. Nappa can fit in any space. He's got that Nappa superpower. Whatever like clowns do to fit into those small cars, that's what Nappa does to get into his spaceship.
Oh, I want to see that now. It's like a space pod lands and like 20 Saiyans jump out.
And then Bubbles at the very end.
Yeah. Gohan is hesitant to get out of the car, and we soon see why. Would you like to take this part?
I just feel bad for him, man. This is like a cringy scene where like, yeah, got that bowl cut. He's got that fuckboy outfit.
I would like to see, like the little uniform Gohan has on. I'd like to see Shitrock in that uniform.
Yeah.
That'd be so cute.
I'm sure some crazy cat lady out there's done it.
Oh, for sure. And it's time to go. Krillin and Roshi do the secret Kame House handshake. Everyone says goodbye and loads into the ship. Krillin asks where to put his stuff. Bulma says throw it in the corner and sit down, which we see is not a good idea.
Yeah, not a good idea at all.
It's
like I work on planes, and like that's just like that thought to me is just like so crazy. Like you're not gonna strap everything down. Like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, which we'll see is a terrible idea. It is a pretty nice ship though on the inside. Looks fucking stupid on the outside.
Yeah, it's real like Star Trek-y looking.
Looks like a big bug.
Pretty cool. It's a long ass trip though, 2 months.
1 month.
Or 2 months round trip.
A month to get there, but they get, they have a little bit of inconvenience along the way.
Yeah.
Bulma starts the shit before everyone could get strapped in. So
impatient.
Luggage starts flying everywhere. Yeah, Bulma's being a bitch for no reason.
Yeah, that's so confusing in the English. Even in the Japanese version, it's still kind of confusing, like why she's in such a bad mood. But I'm pretty sure, like we said before, she just didn't want to go to space.
I guess. I mean,
she's kind of over Yamcha. She's not really concerned with getting wished back to life anymore.
I was about to bring that up. I mean, this was like half of her idea. I mean, Krillin's the one that brought up the Namek and the Dragon Balls, and then it was kind of, the rest of it was kind of Bulma.
Yeah, that's why it was like really interesting to me, finding that out today. Like, I guess she never really did want to go. Because you always think like it was like her idea, it was her plan, she was going to go, but nope, not the case.
A bunch of nothing happens. Bulma takes off her spacesuit. Gohan puts his Piccolo cosplay on. Krillin thinks this is weird.
I like when I think this is the part where I don't know. You're probably getting to it where he's like, "You respect Piccolo a lot, huh?"
Yeah. Here's where I wrote down that I liked Krillin's jacket. And then Gohan says he respects Piccolo as much as he does his dad.
Which, yeah, it's the same in the Japanese version. So I was kind of surprised that they were just so open about that. Even though I think he respects him more than his dad.
I mean,
I guess, I don't know, it's probably pretty close.
He's not dressed up like Goku.
This is true.
If Goku had died, would he be doing all this to wish him back?
Would Goku have sacrificed himself to save his son? I'm not so sure.
Bulma comes out in her new outfit. Gohan says she looks tough. Reminded me of that Aqua Teen episode with the pop-ups.
I don't remember.
It's like some of the pop-ups, it's like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a porn ad or something, but it's got like the two ladies on it, but they have like male faces, and Meatwad's like, this one looks kind of strong.
Sounds like something Meatwad would say.
Bulma yells at Krillin and does an evil laugh. And again, I wrote down, what's her problem?
I wish if I could go back and like make my own like upcoming filler episode, it would definitely be for the Dragon Ball Z gang to make a stop at the Moonanite planet.
You mean the moon?
Yeah.
Visit
and
Uncle Cliff. And Ignignot.
Yeah. Or even if who are the German space aliens?
The Plutonians.
Yeah, the Plutonians. They're hilarious, man.
Oglethorpe and Emery.
They're just some of the greatest alien characters ever made.
Space Kataz.
That could have been its own show.
It was supposed to be.
I know, and I don't know why it wasn't.
Yeah, good question. Imagine Moon and Knights catching a ride with them to Namek.
The level of comedy would definitely be a lot higher. They would just be talking shit on Krillin the whole time.
Frieza shows up and they form the quad laser.
I wish I had some good Moon and Knight quotes in my head, but I don't.
Yeah.
Need to rewatch. It's about that time.
Yeah. We get some nice shots of everyone back down on Earth as Mr. Narrator sends us off. To be Contuver.
I was trying to think what that was for a second. KY.
Kiki.
Little Kiki. Little shit rock.
Shit rock in New York.
What's shit rock gonna do in the Times Square?
Come on, Shit Rock, take a little bite of hunk of cake. What does he say? Cat meat?
Salisbury steak.
Salisbury steak. Oh, man.
Nobody's gonna get any of this. We have
Nope.
most obscure references.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Like I said, I think one of the main reasons why I like this episode was Gohan. I like the way he stands up to Chi-Chi and puts her in her place and mans up and volunteers to go on a space mission.
Yeah.
And in the beginning of like we talked about in the last episode too, I like the kind of feel that we get with the whole team with like Krillin and Bulma and Gohan. It's kind of like Dragon Ball feelings.
Yeah, that's true. It is.
Very inventory, going to search for Dragon Balls on another planet.
Yeah,
The
nice
Three
change of
Musketeers.
pace. The Three Musketeers. The Lone Rangers.
Yeah. So yeah, even though not a whole lot happened, I still like the episode. We're not quite into filler territory yet, but we're getting there.
Next episode is pretty
man.
fillery.
Don't get my hopes down.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I don't think it's a terrible episode. But it is filler.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, we've said that many times in the past, and then turns out the episode just sucked.
Well, God, that World's Strongest movie was so bad that hopefully it was so bad that it makes the next 10 episodes seem really good.
I'm pretty sure the next 10 episodes are better than that movie.
That movie was GT level fucking horseshit. And every time I'm watching an episode now, I'm gonna be like, well, at least it's not World's Strongest. Ready to wrap up?
Find us on social media at DBD Pod, Stitcher, iTunes. Download, like, subscribe, rate, review. Maybe leave us a nice comment. And as always,
tune in next time for another exciting episode of the Dragon Balls Deep Podcast.